Archangel Michael says, your spouse has a second phone hidden with photos of. Do not let your heart be consumed by the sudden fire of suspicion. Be still. Listen to my voice. This is a divine revelation, not a worldly accusation. Archangel Michael says, your spouse has a second phone. A phone you have never seen. Your spirit just confirmed this truth with a sickening lurch in your stomach. You have felt a distance, a secret space in them you could not enter, and you have wondered. But the truth is not what you think. That second phone is hidden with photos of the life they are afraid to live with you. Let that sink in. This is not a betrayal of the flesh. It is a betrayal of the dream you both once shared. The photos are not of another lover. They are of the house you once talked about buying, the business you dreamed of starting, the places you swore you would one day see together. Your spouse has not abandoned you for another person, they have abandoned your shared destiny for a secret world of fantasy, because they have become terrified of failure. This message has found you tonight, on this Thursday, September 25th, because your spouse is about to make a monumental decision based on this secret fear. An opportunity, a true gateway to that very dream, has been presented to them, and they have not told you. They are planning to reject it before the sun rises. You have a sacred window of time between now and 4:44 a.m. to intervene in the spirit and restore the courage that has been stolen from their heart. Many would hear this and let their minds spiral into darkness and accusation. They would start a fight. But you are not them. You were chosen to hear this because you have the spiritual strength to see the fear behind the secret, to fight for your union instead of your suspicions. You have felt it, haven't you? The passion that has faded, the shared laughter that has grown quiet. You thought it was just life, just stress. It is not. It is the slow death of a shared dream. Your spouse has created a private museum of your future, and they are visiting it alone, because they no longer believe it can be real. Tonight, we are breaking down the museum walls and turning that dream back into a reality. The true enemy in your home is not your spouse. The antagonist is a cold, subtle entity called the spirit of settling. It is a demon of mediocrity that whispers lies of realism and practicality. It has convinced your spouse that the grand vision you both started with is a childish fantasy. It tells them that it is safer to stay in the predictable present than to risk everything for a glorious future. It has fed on your spouse's deepest insecurities, their fear of not being good enough, their terror of letting you down. And so, under the influence of this spirit, your spouse has committed an act of quiet treason against your partnership. They have emotionally and spiritually isolated themselves. The second phone is their escape pod. In that secret gallery of photos, they allow themselves to feel the hope of the dream for a few moments, before the spirit of settling reminds them that it is impossible. This is the injustice that has created a silent chasm in your marriage. You have been feeling profoundly lonely, haven't you? You can be sitting right next to them, but you feel a million miles away. You have been sleeping next to a person who is living a secret, parallel life. This is why you feel unseen. This is why you feel that the person you fell in love with, the dreamer, the adventurer, has been replaced by a cautious, tired stranger. The memory of a specific door closing in your past, a missed opportunity you still think about as a couple, that memory has become a weapon that the spirit of settling uses against your spouse. It reminds them constantly of past failures to keep them from future faith. And you, my child, you are the one who has been paying the price. You have been trying to carry the emotional weight of the relationship by yourself. You are the one who still tries to bring up the old dreams, only to be met with a sad smile or a change of subject. You have been fighting to keep the magic alive, all alone. The urgency of this moment is critical. The opportunity that has been secretly presented to your spouse is a divine lifeline from God. It is His answer to the prayers you have both long forgotten you even prayed. It is the way out. It is the path back to the dream. If your spouse rejects this opportunity before sunrise, influenced by the spirit of settling, that gate to your shared destiny will not just close, it will be sealed for a very long time. We cannot allow fear to win this battle. We will not allow the spirit of settling to have the final word in your home. The divine reversal will not come from a place of anger, but from a place of absolute love and spiritual authority. You will not search for the phone. To do so is to operate in the flesh and to prove that you do not trust the power of God. You will win this on your knees, not by snooping through their things. You will perform a covenant renewal in the Spirit, an act so powerful it will shatter the grip of fear on your spouse's heart. Find an object that represents your union. Their wedding ring, if they have taken it off to sleep. A piece of jewelry you gave them. If you have nothing else, a photograph of the two of you from the early days of your love, a time when the dream was still alive and burning brightly. You will hold this sacred object in the palm of your hand. Now, you must anoint it. But not with oil. You will anoint it with a single, powerful tear. Think of the dream, the beautiful life you planned together, and let the hope of it, the longing for it, produce one tear. This is a tear of faith, not of sadness. Let it fall onto the object. As that tear anoints your covenant object, you will whisper this prayer of restoration: what God has joined together, let no fear put asunder. I call our shared dream back to life from the grave of practicality. I call my partner back to courage. I anoint this union with a new beginning. Amen. This is not just a prayer. It is a spiritual defibrillator. The moment your tear of faith seals this prayer, a wave of holy courage will be sent from the throne of God directly into the spirit of your sleeping spouse. The spirit of settling will be jolted, its hold on their heart will be broken. They will suddenly have a powerful, vivid dream. Not a fantasy. A clear, divine vision of the very life you were meant to live, the life hidden in those secret photos. They will wake up before the sun rises. And the fear will be gone. The first thing they will do is not send the text or email of rejection. The first thing they will do is turn to you. They will look at you with a confusion and a light in their eyes you have not seen in years, and they will say something like, I had the craziest dream, or I have to tell you about a crazy idea. That is your sign. That is the beginning of the confession. That is the dawn of your new beginning. Wait. Do not get the ring or the photograph yet. I have been shown a deeper, more painful layer to this secret. The truth is more complex. The photos are not the real secret. The real secret is one single image that is different from all the others. This is the heart of the matter, and it is a truth that will require great strength from you. Only those who have remained are ready to hear it. Take a deep breath. Not a shallow one. A deep one that fills your belly. Smell the night air coming through your window, the scent of the earth, the jasmine, the reality of this moment in Darbhanga. Your spouse has been living in a digital fantasy. We are about to anchor them back into the beautiful, powerful reality of you. Now, listen. Most of the photos on that phone are of the future. But there is one photo that is from the past. It is a photograph of you. It is a picture of you from a time in your life when you were your most powerful, your most fearless, your most radiant. A time when you were on fire for your own dreams, before you sacrificed parts of yourself for the family. Your spouse keeps this one photo separate. They look at it, not with admiration, but with a deep, secret fear. The spirit of settling has convinced them that they cannot keep up with that version of you. It has told them that your power, your potential, is the greatest threat to their own comfort and security. The secret phone is not just a museum of their dreams, it has become a cage for their memory of your greatness. This is the deepest injustice. They are not just afraid of their own failure, they are afraid of your success. And this changes the urgency completely. The opportunity they are about to reject before sunrise is not just any opportunity. It is one that would require you to step back into that bold, fearless version of yourself. They are on the verge of sabotaging your great comeback, not out of malice, but out of a fear that has been weaponized against your marriage. The covenant renewal is the first step, but it is not enough. You must now perform a ritual of reintroduction. You must reintroduce their heart to the powerful person they fell in love with. The timeline is no longer just sunrise. It is the next 90 minutes. You who have persevered to hear this, you have been shown the true root of the fear that has been poisoning your marriage. It is not about another person. It is not about their own inadequacy. It is about their terror in the face of your magnificent light. You are not the one who needs to be less, they are the one who needs to be reminded of how to be brave. This knowledge is power. It turns you from a victim into a healer. Now, you will use this power. You will find that covenant object as instructed, the ring, the photo of the two of you. But you will also find a photo of yourself from that fearless era. A photo where your eyes are on fire with purpose. You will take their covenant object, anointed with your tear, and you will place it directly on top of the photograph of your powerful self. You are spiritually reuniting their promise to you with the truth of who you are. You are declaring that their commitment was not made to a lesser version of you, but to the glorious, powerful being God created you to be. As you place the ring upon the photo, you will speak this decree: the person you committed to is the person I am becoming again. We will not fear our own light. We will rise together. To seal this divine reintroduction, to send this new truth into their dreaming spirit, you will now go to the comments. You will make a declaration of your own power. You will type, "My light is not a threat." This is you, refusing to shrink yourself any longer. This is you, giving your spouse permission to be brave enough to love all of you. The signs that their spirit is receiving this transmission will be clear. After you perform this ritual, you will hear a sudden sound of celebration outside. A distant burst of fireworks from a late-night wedding, a strain of joyful music, a sudden peal of laughter. This is the sound of heaven celebrating your comeback. You will also see your spouse stir in their sleep. They may smile. They may speak a single word in their dream. Their spirit is meeting with your spirit, and they are being reintroduced to the champion they married. The grand restoration will dawn with the morning sun. When your spouse awakens, the shift in them will be undeniable. The fear will have been replaced by a fragile but real courage. They will not come to you with a confession of guilt, but with a confession of dreams. They will look at you, truly look at you, for the first time in a long time. They will say, "I had a dream about when we first started dating. You were so," and they will describe the very power you have just reclaimed. Then, they will tell you about the opportunity. They will confess their fear, not as an excuse, but as a plea for your strength. They may even show you the second phone, not as evidence of a crime, but as a map to their hidden heart. That moment of vulnerability will not break your marriage, it will be the very thing that saves it. The wall of secrets will come down, and in its place, you will build a new foundation based on shared courage. This is a real and true path to healing. Just last week, a man in Denver, Colorado, was sick with worry. His wife had grown distant, always hiding away with an old phone he had never seen. He was convinced she was leaving him. He found this message. He found his wife's wedding band and an old photo of himself from his time in the military, a man of courage he felt he had lost long ago. He performed the ritual. He told me the next morning, his wife came to him, weeping. She showed him the phone. It was filled with pictures of mountain cabins and business plans for a woodworking shop. She had been offered a chance to buy a small workshop, but was terrified to tell him because it would mean leaving her safe corporate job, and it would require him to be the strong, steady man he once was. That conversation, he said, was the most honest they had been in a decade. This morning, they used their savings to buy that workshop together. Their dream was resurrected. Your dream is being resurrected now. And you must now carry this message of hope. God is showing you another couple, friends of yours, who are living in a quiet prison of unspoken fears and dying dreams. Send this message to them. Be the catalyst for their own covenant renewal. Your own union will be blessed 100-fold for every marriage you help to heal. This prophecy is a sacred roadmap back to the heart of your covenant. Listen to it again, and when you hear the description of your fearless self, let it be a prophetic word over your own spirit. Awaken the champion within you. If you are ready to fight for your marriage with love, to call forth the giant in your spouse, and to resurrect the dream that God Himself planted in your hearts, then you must seal this covenant now. In the comments below, type the most powerful word of unity. Type Amen and let the healing of your house, and the rebuilding of your dream, begin this very hour. Amen.